Our topic of conversation tonight is how to talk to people. How do you talk to them, and who are you talking to? I find this to be a very fascinating topic. First of all, I'll start by saying my name is Jeanette McLeod, and I'm a Platinum Leader with Young Living. Thanks for joining me tonight on The Juice with Jeanette. Tonight we're talking about how to talk to people. And this is an ongoing personal development that I think we always have to be engaging in. It's something that is very intriguing to me. And the example I'll give for those of you who know Adam Green when I refer to him, the one thing that I find very compelling is that he has mastered the art of talking to every variety of person. And it doesn't matter what color you are, and I'm going to get more in depth into that. It doesn't matter who you are. He has the ability to transform himself and his speech into talking to you the most effectively. So really, that should always be our goal. Our goal is definitely to make the person that we're talking to feel heard, feel important, and that we ultimately are being sincere when we're talking to them. The first thing I'm going to talk about when we're talking to people, to prospects, and we're just building relationships, the number one thing we need to do is build rapport with them. The thing that I learned very early on in this business is that people look for people like them. So when they look at you, immediately in the subconscious, they're thinking, could this person be my friend? Do I like the way they look? Is this person like me in any way? They're looking for similarities. They're looking to relate to you. And naturally, we want them to relate to us if we're going to do business with them. So it can go from all stages of how is it that you look, how are you carrying yourself, how do you present yourself, how are you talking to them, with them, at them, whatever that looks like. So ultimately what we want to do is build rapport with them. So that means we just want to have them trust us in a sincere way. I'm just going to see if I can mute all. There we go. So it's building rapport with them and having that conversation back and forth, not you just having verbal diarrhea all over them, but being genuinely interested in the people they are, how many kids they have. It's the idea of form, family, occupation, recreation, these kinds of things. Get to know them sincerely and genuinely and find out about them. That immediately builds rapport. My example for this is when I would do trade shows, I would never start with Young Living. I would always start with conversation. What's the weather like outside? I haven't seen it in a while. Or are you finding any good deals here today? You just want to be interested in them. You don't want to instantly jump down their throat with what we have to sell. So building rapport is extremely important, and selling yourself. So the first thing you're selling is not the product, it's you. So again, I encourage you, if you are getting a lot of no's, and I know this sounds harsh, but if you're getting a lot of no's here and there, and it's like one after the other, it's no and it's no and it's no, you're going to have to look in the mirror. You're going to have to take a long, hard look at yourself and say, okay, why are they saying no? What is it that I can change? And trust me, we can all learn the skills. Nobody starts out with this perfect. It's learned skills on what can I do to better myself, to make people feel more invited, to make people feel more welcome, or to relate to people on a different level. So I'm also going to talk a little bit about personal development and personal growth and how important that is in the way we're building rapport. So remember, when you're first talking to a prospect, if it's in the grocery line or at the bench at the park or whatever that looks like, even on Facebook, you are selling yourself. So keep that in mind. Let's talk about social media for a minute here. If you have blood and guts and gore and that's your Facebook profile picture, or if you just have the picture of your cat, that's you selling yourself. Just remember that. That's how you're presenting yourself on social media to the exterior world. So if you, ideally, we've learned this from seminars and sessions we've taken, you'd like to have a nice headshot, like what I see here in front of us. This is what we'd like to see, is everybody's smiling face, and that's who they're doing business with, somebody that they can look at, relate to, possibly become friends with. And that's what ends up happening in this business, really, if people pursue the business or not. I mean, Chelsea and we didn't know each other at all. We were not friends before this. We did not know each other. We happenstance met each other at a farmer's market because she was selling teething necklaces. But ultimately, the subconscious looks and says, could I be this person's friend? Yeah, she seems okay. And that's how, and then she was genuinely interested in me, and it started from there. So just remember that. So building rapport is super important. Remember form, family, occupation, recreation, and what's the M? You can type it out for me really quick. The M stands for, nobody knows it? Where's Darby? She knows this. Okay, well, not as good as I thought I was, but anyways, you get the idea. So rapport, selling yourself, how you're presenting yourself, and now who are you talking to? So it's a really quick evaluation of who it is we're talking to. So some of you are new enough where you haven't heard this concept. Many of you would understand when I'm talking about color personalities. You might have heard of shapes, if you're a circle, a square, a squiggle, or a triangle. We usually work with colors, and this is how we usually refer to people. Mutual interests, maybe, perhaps. But we refer to colors, and I'm going to share my screen so we can talk about this, because I think this is really important. You want to assess who you're talking to, but more importantly, you want to know what you are when you're talking to people, because you want to, like I started saying by Adam Green, is able to change his speech for whoever he's talking to. He's mastered the art of that. We do too. We want to know what color we are so that we can alter our speech according to who we're talking to. And money, yeah, what do you do for a living, that kind of thing. So form is family, occupation, recreation, and money. So let's go ahead and share the screen. I have a picture here for you, and this is the color personality. So this is what we usually work through. I'm going to post the link for you on our business page. Usually what we go with is yellow, blue, green, and red. So we have yellow, which typically means amiable. This is 35% of the people you're going to talk to. Generally the koala bear. These are people who are teachers, nurses, counselors. They're givers. They donate their time a lot. They are huggers. They are helpers. They're often followers, and they're not financially motivated. They're quite soft and gentle. This is the person who is a yellow. When we talk to a blue, they're extremely expressive. Everything's fun, fun, fun. We think about the monkey. Only 15% of the population is going to be blue. We have people in public speaking, entertainment, sales. They think really big. They have big vision. They have big dreams. They love to tell stories. They're the initiators. They're the leaders, the risk takers, money motivated, loud and fast, flamboyant. These are our blue people. Green is another 35% of who you're going to talk to. And they want facts and figures. They're very analytical. They're the owl. So they're the accountants, engineers, and researchers. They're the ones that stand at the back of the room, don't want to be seen, wallflower, bending in, blending in, always need more information. They're always asking questions. They want specifics. They need more details. They're generally formal, conservative, polite, organized planners. And then there's the other 15%, and that would be the shark. They're very driven with a get out of my way attitude. Attorneys, pilots, CEOs, they're the bull in the china shop. Their way or the highway. Make a decision. Poop or get off the pot. They're always right. They're not very compassionate. They live by comparison, forceful, volume, dress for success, goal-oriented, and of course, money-driven also. So it's really important here for you to take a look and identify, what color are you? That's a big question, is who am I? What am I presenting to other people? So I identified very quickly that I'm a red. I am a poop or get off the pot, out of my way, you know, enough of this, move on. And I really have struggled to check myself because people don't respond to that. People don't respond to that. I learned very on, I've got Courtney and Yvonne on the call. I learned very early on that Courtney is blue. When I showed up to her place, she said, oh no, I'm gonna have like 10 friends here. And I thought, 10 people, yeah, right. Like they always say 10 and 3 come. Courtney's, the house was packed. She can pull together people. That's a blue trait. If there's a party to be had, they're gonna have people there. And so then you will start to learn how to talk to a blue. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. You gotta come to convention. We're gonna rock the place. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it. Then I meet Yvonne, and Yvonne is like, I'm saying like, you could really earn an income here. This would be great. I'm talking red at her, and she's going, well, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I just wanna help people. So I learned very quickly, okay, she's a yellow. She just wants to help people. She's a hugger, all that stuff. And I'm a red that has to learn to talk yellow, a red that has to learn to talk blue. So that's what we are trying to achieve with that. We want to know what we are and who we're talking to, and quickly we can identify who we are talking to. Quickly, just by conversation, if we get into family, if we get into occupation, if we get into relationships and money, all that stuff, you're going to find out very quickly who you're talking to. So then you can change your speech. So if it's something like you want to talk to somebody just about the product, you can say like, to a green. It would be easy to say there's a ton of research behind all of this stuff. We have a great reference guide I can lend you to look at. You can read up on that. PubMed has some published documents. That would be a green. A red, you know, you'd probably lead with the business. A blue, you might lead with the business. A yellow, think of all the people you can help with this. Think of all the people you could change their lives with. So you really want to direct your speech that way. So I'm just going to recap and at the end talk about personal development. So when we are talking to people, I said it and I'm going to just reiterate, if you find yourself getting no after no, you're going to have to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Take some advice from your upline. What am I doing wrong? Like, what can I do differently? And be coachable in that aspect. Look and say, okay, what color are these people that I'm talking to? How can I change that? So first of all, you want to build rapport with people. They want to like you. They want to trust you. Can you be their friend? Can they be your friend? Are you on the same page? Selling yourself first and not the product. And then who are you talking to? So know the color you are and practice. Talk to your spouse this way, or talk to your upline or crossline in this way. How can you talk to the red or the green, or identifying what color you are? I'm going to post on McLeod Momentum a couple of different links for color tests. My recommendation to you is do them with somebody. Do the test with somebody, because when I first did the test, I came out yellow. But when I did the test with my husband and I was going through the questions, he was going, that's not you. No, because remember when? Oh yeah, no, I am more like that. So we tend to answer the questions a little differently than somebody who knows us really well. And so some of those answers might be different, and I came out as red as they come. So keep that in mind, that it would be really beneficial for you to do it with somebody. So again, here are the colors. And then when it comes to personal development and you're saying, okay, I'm getting a lot of no's, there must be something with how I'm presenting myself, I want to make sure that you are aware that we have some really great resources available to us. Now, any of you who know me know I'm a big fan of Big Al, Tom Schreider, and he's got some really great books. And this is on Amazon. So if you have Kindle, you're going to make out like a bandit, $6.99. How to get instant trust, belief, influence, and rapport. How to get instant trust. This is going to give you some really great scripts that you can use. First sentences for network marketing. And there's another one down here that I have, and it's called Icebreakers. How to get any prospect to beg you for a presentation. So I've really enjoyed Big Al and a lot of the things that he has to say. So definitely check him out. And another author that I really love is actually, John Maxwell. He's really good in, just self-development and learning about yourself and how you present. So I'm going to end there. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found this beneficial. I'm going to post the visual on the colors too, so you can kind of look through it and discover who it is that you are and how you can talk to other people. I'm going to stop the recording now.